Is it levitating? Hi, I'm Nathan Harrison, on site for FindRemodel.com. It looks a little strange, doesn't it? But actually, it's exactly how it needs to be ready for countertops.
Having wall cabinets that are set down onto the countertop is one of those elements that sets a kitchen apart. But unless the countertop is laminate, and in this case we're looking at a granite countertop, it's not actually going to be the case that the cabinets will be set down onto the counter. It just needs to be made to look that way. In fact, all the cabinets will have been set before the counters ever came on the site. Is this a pain to do? A little bit, but it's worth it, and it's not much of a pain if the cabinet installer and the countertop installer know what to do. The key here is for the base cabinets to be set first, and they must be close to perfectly plane across their tops. Level is bonus, but plane or flat across the tops is essential. Now hopefully the kitchen designer will have contacted the countertop provider to find out how thick to expect the countertop to be. That's certainly something that the homeowner could verify. Then the installer would simply come up with a material that acts as a proxy for the countertop, plus about 1/8 of an inch is what I recommend. Now in this case I used a thickness of shelving, then a layer of cardboard, and another thickness of shelving, and it turned out to be exactly what I needed. Then the wall cabinet is simply fastened to the wall, and the material that acted as a proxy for the countertop can be removed. So really the wall cabinets will not be resting on the countertop, they'll only appear to be. Once the installer of the countertop comes with the countertop, the gap that we talked about, the 1/8 of an inch gap, will of course allow the countertop to fit in comfortably. But then what do we do about that gap? We don't want that gap to be there when everything is said and done. The easiest way to get rid of that gap is for the countertop man to simply shim his counter up very slightly. 1/8 of an inch is pretty small shim amount, so that they snug up with the cabinets above. This small gap will not show due to the fact that countertops always run past the cabinets. There's always an overlay, usually around 1 inch. Now another possibility in snugging up the cabinets with the counter is, and I've used this, is to simply loosen the screws in the wall cabinet. And usually just loosening them will allow the cabinet to settle just a bit downwards, and then retighten them and it won't go back up. That's a trick you can use, but you have to be careful. For example, in this case we're connected to this tall refrigerator cabinet. I don't think it would cause a problem in this case, but it's worth thinking about before you do it. It could mess up crown or possibly take a cabinet out of square.